Do you think the woke ideology and movement is killing creativity?
No.
I think it's like it forces you to be. It puts you in a mindset to kind of to be different. But I don't know if I think sometimes they do like collide with new ideas though. I do
Explain.
because like let's say the typical person who's woke believes that, let's say, the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever. Let's say you had like a creative idea to just like a Dave Chappelle skit on the black white supremacists. You're gonna stray away from shit like that. You're not gonna really get into you're not gonna really push the envelope. You're gonna go with what needs to be said for woke's purpose.
I feel like it
Then
all
you get
depends
away
on
from the-
who's trying to force what as woke. Because I'm like, you could have already been woke without, having someone say it to you. It's just you didn't speak on it. You were aware. Being aware is being woke. To me, that's what it is. Being aware.
I mean, woke as a political movement.
Woke as a political movement.
As the political movement they're
Even
doing.
then. Because there's being, all right, matter of fact, no. Political movement wise, being aware and doing something about it. But not everyone wants to participate in that because they're just trying to figure out what they can do for their own life. Know what I mean? Like, that's why I said forcing something, it usually doesn't pan out well. I mean, because if you try to force someone into supporting your movement, you're becoming a dictator. You're losing a part of yourself. If you try to force someone to see their errors, they're never going to grow to learn it on their own and fix it the right way.
Isn't that basically what all these movements do for the most part, or in some aspect at least?
In some aspect, but not all the time. Sometimes it's just a matter of being heard. People die just to be heard. That forces a change when a life has to be lost in that kind of encounter.
Does it?
Yeah.
And in what capacity?
In the capacity, like, if it changes, all right, if I'm one person, right, in this room of three, and I'm saying that, we didn't make a difference, and protect our own from white supremacists, right? I step outside, boom, I get killed for saying something I believed in. But let's say you were scared of something like that happening to you, so you don't want to speak up. You are aware. However, with you, you're going to talk about, like, no, he tried to speak up about something very important and he got killed for it. I'm not going to let that break me. All it takes is one influence. Like, all it takes is one person to be influenced by someone. And that could turn into a positive thing throughout that negative. So, like I said, it all depends. Like, it's always going to be some kind of reaction. At least I would hope so. But for me, if I ever got killed, and I say this and I mean this, if something ever happened to me like that, or any kind of, unfortunate counter of, me being me, and then I get profiled or racially profiled and something happens to me like all these other people before, I wouldn't want a rebellion in my name. I want people to focus on, I'm someone this happened to, and I'm not the only one this has happened to. Focus on that. Don't focus on throwing a fit just because it was me. Because think about the people that have lost, who lost their lives already, and the people that they cared for. Because I do not want my people, my friends, my family, my loved ones to risk their lives by striking at the people that struck me down. You know what I mean? I want you to fight, but I want you to fight smart. Fight for the right reason. Don't fight just because someone told you to.
I have a new answer. I don't think it kills creativity, because creativity comes from everywhere. It's like,
I agree.
It's like air. It's ubiquitous. It just can come out of any direction, anywhere. You don't have to weave creativity around
It's already
anything. You know what I'm saying? Creativity comes out of, like, these places of like truth, I guess, and then you just go from that and you branch out. So if you're trying to be woke and you're trying to get to the truth of what's really going the fuck on, that's just gonna branch out into more creativity. I don't think they're gonna affect each other.
Now, I got a question for you though. Is there such thing as being too woke?
Of course.
Okay, explain.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
And you have to, in my opinion, there's a sense of tact you have to have when you're trying to do something. And sometimes that you need to have if you really want to get somewhere with something or with someone or whatever you're trying to do. And being the overbearing and the overarching, no, this has been going on, we're going to change this now, forcing something, that's what too woke to me kind of is, when they're starting to force and overbear people with their wokeness. That's when it becomes an issue, because once in that becomes the line of the anarchist type of energy, the energy of really just being crazy and erratic, not having a plan and not having a sense of tact to carry this out. It's just a lot of rah-rahs and actions and fights and yelling and marching damn near, but nothing else goes on after the fact.
So you don't think that's bringing like at least some group together? I mean, it's not total.
Not the right ones.
That's not entirely true, I feel. Because I'm like, if you're someone that believes,
but somebody
that,
has to worry about this shit. Someone has to
that's
worry
what I'm saying.
about.
Like, I feel like there's always gonna be at least one person.
You can't be too woke, but
yeah,
let me break it down like this then. There are groups of people woke or in the knowledge, but the ones that are always in your face, most of the time they aren't the ones doing anything or much.
Yeah,
because
I feel like those are
He's right,
followers to the ones that are woke.
True as
And
well.
they're-
I think
like
I think fake
doing
woke
too
is the
much.
bigger demon that we could fight.
But there are people that are into the knowledge or quote unquote woke that are too woke because they're trying to prove something. They're just trying to get attention.
You
They
don't
have
get to
the-
the truth unless you really want it. So
And
when you
do-
look at it
and
that
wh-
way, all
personally,
of them
why
are going
would
to be
you?
too woke. If you
Personally,
working
why
that
would
hard to get the truth,
Yeah, but you don't need to be overbearing about announcing it. It's always a way to do it.
yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
That's where too woke comes in, at where it's just so overbearing. It's like, damn, my G, take a break.
Exactly, because then
why
how
is
are you going to get anyone to actually see your point if you're just showering them and flooding them with shit? Like, if you can actually take the time out and explain why you understand why they wouldn't see it this way, and say, this is why I believe it's this way.
Example, the
Being able to have
wage
that
gap.
conversation?
Example, the wage gaps.
There you go.
Depends on what lens you looking at. It's really not that much of a wage gap. People just picking shitty jobs. They say, oh, women aren't making as much as men. Hey, women don't make smart job decisions.
Sometimes they don't, but look, bro, women are. The reality is, discrimination is.
All right,
heavy.
let's bring this in then.
Heavy,
It's not saying it's not an issue at all, but if I'm looking to hire somebody, and this person may have, or is adamant, or not even adamant, this person may have a kid coming, and these people are both qualified. I'm picking the one that don't have to leave, that's not going to leave work for 6 months because they got to take care of somebody. Not saying that having a child is bad.
No, we were just talking about this in my last
But
job.
if I'm picking somebody that votes for a position, I'm picking the one that's going to be able to stay.
But the thing is,
now,
not
what if
all
that
women are
person
the
that
same
you want
age.
to say?
Wait, let's go back.
does
Bro.
not get the
Not
job
all
done?
women are the same age. So for the women who had their kids, now they're still gonna get discriminated against, and I'm gonna tell you why. Some people have ideology. They have their ideology to just stick with them, and they don't even know why. Like, since the day I was born, I never wanted to get outdone by a white person. I don't know why I like white people. There's nothing wrong with white people, but I never want. It's just in me.
You got programmed a little bit.
It may
Not
probably
saying we
so.
all.
We
Not
all
saying
probably
we
did a
all
little
have.
bit.
Yeah, but
So the point I'm making is, people are gonna get discriminated against,
yeah, for sure.
and it's real. Motherfuckers are not getting jobs because of it.
Yeah, but it's always something out
I
there.
guarantee you, niggas are losing jobs over it. I've seen niggas lose jobs over this.
But at the same time,
Not even just women, like black people.
yeah.
I've seen white people get the same discrimination.
Yeah, the reverse affirmative action. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Exactly. But at the same time,
Discrimination is real.
there's always a home for somebody. At the end, no. Let me break this down like quarter pound even more. Listen, people want jobs that don't want them. People are attached to things that they don't want, that the attachment doesn't want them to be attached to. People love to complain about people that don't love them and care about things that don't care about them back.
Okay.
That's just what it is. It's like you're being with somebody, you want to be with somebody in a relationship, but they don't want to be with you.